that you're all doing amazing. I am just in love with my new hair. I did a little bit of a change and I hated it at first, but it is so amazing what a toner can do. So like I said, I want to become a Disney influencer, and the best way to do that is to actually cover topics about everything Disney. Merchandise, collections, ideas, and obviously parks. Now in today's video, I am going to explain how you can maximize your day at Epcot. A lot of people go to the parks, and trust me, I've had so many friends who go through this. It seems unbelievable, but it's true. So many people go to the parks, for example, Epcot, and they don't see the whole pavilions, they don't go into the stores, or they go get fast passes for Living with the Seas with Nemo. And I don't know. I just think that these videos are going to be a series that will help you get to maximize your day at the parks, and we are going to start off with Epcot. So before we start this video, don't forget to follow me on my Instagram at happy.blonde.s. I'm going to have amazing pictures, behind the scenes, vlogs, and all that kind of fun stuff. And remember, I post the reels of what you're going to be expecting throughout the week, every single Sunday, and obviously dance uploads on Tuesdays and Disney uploads on Fridays. Now we can actually begin the video. So let's start off by saying that my first tip to maximize any day at the parks, not only Epcot, is to go to park opening. It is so important that you open the parks or get there early. Disney parks are huge, and actually Epcot is the biggest Disney park on property. So you have a lot of ground to cover, and it is sort of like an adult-ish kind of park, but it also has stuff for kids, so it's got everything together bundled up in a very interesting park. Epcot is actually an acronym for Experimental Prototype of the Community of Tomorrow. Boom, Epcot. So the thing is that Epcot is a park that it is so big, and it usually has extra magic hours.
Breaking news and big changes. Walt Disney World has officially canceled extra magic hours and replaced it with 30-minute magic. Now you can choose the park that you want to go to and only enter 30 minutes prior to park opening time. And please remember that magic bands are no longer complimentary with your hotel reservations. If I have any other updates or changes, I will keep you guys posted. Now, let's go back to the video.
So the best way to maximize Epcot for me, this is something that has worked for me in the past. In high seasons, this kind of like varies a little bit, but is to focus on one big ride after you do Spaceship Earth. Spaceship Earth is a must-do for Epcot. I mean, it is the center, it is the epitome, it is the logo, it is the icon of the park. So definitely go into Spaceship Earth. Thank the Phoenicians. You'll thank me later. And it is really impossible to evade Spaceship Earth. It's literally the first thing that you see when you come into the park. So after you go into Spaceship Earth, you can choose either left or right. And what do I mean by left or right? It means that to the left, you are going to have Test Track, and you are going to have Mouse Gear, which is a shopping store. And to the right, you're going to have Soarin', and you're going to have Living with the Land, and there is a small movie, which it used to be The Circle of Life, but right now I don't know exactly what the name is, and there's Figment. The point is that focus on one big ride that you want to do. Epcot has 3 big rides, and those are Test Track, you have Soarin', and you have the Frozen Adventure, which is located in the Norway Pavilion. But before we reach those, I highly guarantee that you pick one big ride to get a Fast Pass to. And after you finish that big ride, if you can get a Fast Pass to the other one for the afternoon, definitely do that. So focus on one of those big rides, either Soarin' or Test Track. And if you cover Test Track, there's actually a Fast Pass stand right next to Test Track. So you can go into Test Track and see what Fast Passes are available after you use that Fast Pass, because you can't use the whole Fast Pass situation. If you want a video explaining Fast Passes, please let me know in the comment section down below, and I will gladly do that one too. The thing is that you can cover Test Track, and you can actually go into Mouse Gear, do a little bit of shopping, or you can go into Soarin' and finish off the rides that are close to Soarin', like Living with the Land, the Circle of Life movie, which changed the title again. If you like Figment, I personally don't go into Figment, but if Figment is something that rows your boat, you got that area covered right over there as well. So after you focus on that one big ride, you focused on one in the morning, don't worry, you're gonna come to the one that you missed in the afternoon, whether it is through a Fast Pass or making a line. Lines are inevitable at Disney, really, so it's something that you're gonna have to do sooner or later, and especially for big rides. Next up, we have the pavilions. Most pavilions open at 11 in the morning, except for Mexico and Norway, and some part of China. I think it stops at China. The thing is that you really can't go into the pavilions before 11 o'clock at morning. So my best advice to cover the pavilions is to cover Epcot with your stomach. And now this sounds really, really dumb, but listen to me for a moment. My family has done this like clockwise and counterclockwise. If you start off the pavilions like they appear on the map, you're going to go to Mexico first, Norway, China, Germany, so on and so forth, and the last one is Canada. If you start the pavilions backwards, you're going to go through Canada, United Kingdom, France, Morocco, and all the way to Mexico. The thing is that you want to go to the pavilions based on where you want to eat at those pavilions. So the thing is that, for example, if you want to have lunch at France, but you want to have dinner at Mexico, definitely start off by Canada. You're gonna start off by Canada, you're gonna cover France through lunch, and by the end of the day, you're gonna be at Mexico, which is divine to actually eat. Now, if you want to do lunch at Mexico, but you want dinner at Morocco, start off the right way, you know, through Mexico, then Norway, and all that kind of fun stuff. Keep in mind that the Frozen ride is somewhere in between. It's in Norway, so you gotta keep that ride in mind. And Ratatouille is coming to the France Pavilion this upcoming year, maybe 2021 or 2022. So definitely keep that in mind, that you're gonna have 2 more big rides that you need to keep in mind, and know that you're gonna make a line for them unless you magically score a fast pass. To see the pavilions a lot better, because there are a lot of pavilions and a new pavilion is coming to Epcot. Again, keep those details in mind. The best way to see the pavilions, and I don't know if some of you are gonna hate me for saying this, but please let me explain. Don't go into the pavilion movies. Almost every single pavilion has a little movie about the pavilion's history and their culture and all that kind of fun stuff. I believe that you can get a more immersive experience at the pavilions by just going dining or shopping or just touristing and taking pictures around than going into the movie. The movie takes time. Obviously, you gotta make a line. The movie plays. You gotta come out of it. You know, it takes away a lot of time that you genuinely need, because time at Disney should not be wasted. So I believe that the best way to cover the pavilions is to go to some of the rides are so cute, like the Mexico Three Caballeros. The Tres Caballeros ride in Mexico is cute, even though it's getting a revamp, I think, for Coco coming up. Obviously, Norway, Frozen, it's a must. Ratatouille is coming to France. There are definite experiences in the pavilion that you want to do, so my advice, don't go for the movies. After you finish those pavilions, that you have dinner, blah blah blah, remember to cover that one big ride before or after dinner that you missed in the morning, whether it's Test Track or whether it's Soarin'. And you make that entire loop. Now, after you do everything, start finding a spot for the night show. The night show at Epcot is probably one of the most beautiful, but it is the worst to see because there's no seating available. You just pick a spot around the Laguna and, you know, hope to score that nice place where you can enjoy the show, take pictures, and relax and all that kind of fun stuff without people pushing you around. Now, fun tips that you must keep in mind to maximize Epcot. Epcot is one of the most festive parks. It always has a festivity or a holiday. I believe that you should definitely coordinate your trip based on those holidays. If you go on August to November, you're gonna go to the Epcot Food and Wine Festival. If you want an entire video of that, I can definitely do that again for you. If you go around May, June, you're gonna see the Flower and Garden Festival. The Festival of the Arts is also available, I think, January, February. There's also the Holiday Festival of the Arts, which happens in December. There's a lot of festivities and holidays, cute merchandise. Some of the rides have overlays or some stuff like that. So definitely try and score your trip around a festivity. Trust me, you're gonna thank me later as well. Again, keep in mind those big things and changes that are coming to Epcot. Walt Disney World is suffering a lot of changes. They're always in construction because, like Walt said, Disneyland will never be complete because life is always changing, things are always evolving, there's going to be new technology, new rides, and all that kind of fun stuff. So keep in mind, Guardians of the Galaxy I think is going to come to Epcot. There's going to be a new pavilion, there's going to be a new restaurant for Spaceship Earth, there's going to be Ratatouille, and all that kind of fun stuff that you obviously do want to keep in mind. And my last tip to maximize Epcot is to wear fresh, comfy clothes. Epcot is one of the parks that you don't get wet. It is incredibly scenic and beautiful for pictures, and it is so nice. Like, it is such a nice scenery and aesthetic, so definitely wear fresh clothes, fresh comfy clothes, and trust me, you'll thank me later for your Instagram aesthetic and pictures. I really hope that this video helped you maximize your day at Epcot with those few little tips and tricks. If you want me to go into any specific topic, leave it on the comment section down below. Happy Blonde signing off. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button and hit that notification bell to know every single time I upload, and I will see you all in the next one.